Classification of labor. Labor is one of the resources that all components of a farming system compete for. Criteria for distinguishing between available and used labor depend on the alternative use in the areas of a farming system, the type of employment relationship, the performance of labor, and the temporal availability. Differentiations of labor according to the alternative use in the areas of a farming system may be required due to the necessary professional qualifications or family affiliation. Another aspect is institutional restrictions, such as informal institutions regarding gender-specific restrictions or formal institutions regarding the work of minors. Differences in the employment relationship determine the extent of the expected work performance and the manner in which remuneration is provided. Family workers can be expected to accept more flexible and longer working hours. External workers only provide contractual services. The remuneration of family labor is based on the overall economic success of the farming system. Hired workers receive an agreed-upon salary that is usually independent of the economic success of the farming system. A third form is neighborhood help, which plays a minor role in fully market-oriented farming systems, but can make a substantial contribution to the labor balance in market and subsistence-oriented farming systems. A further classification criterion is the performance of available labor. In internal analyses by the decision-makers of a farming system, this distinction is based on the knowledge of the performance of the members of the workforce. However, an analysis by external experts requires a generalizable standard if more than one farming system is the subject of the investigation. This requires a reference point that represents the performance of a full labor force. Most statistical authorities use the weekly working hours of a full-time position according to national regulations for employment contracts for this purpose. This full-time equivalent serves as the basis for the classification of available labor according to age groups or the ratio between a full-time equivalent with the actual working hours. The last classification criterion is the distinction based on the temporal availability of labor. Permanent employees are not automatically present all day, as there are also part-time positions. Conversely, presence says little about participation in work. While the duration of employment provides information about wages and salaries, the duration of presence provides information about possible potentials or bottlenecks in the assessment of the labor resource.